Here is how to make graphics for your TikTok stream like this, or like this, or however you want it to look like. I'm going to show you how to find background images, how to find GIF images, as well as how to find images from your game. I'm also going to show you how to add it to Live Studio or OBS. Now a quick word here, sometimes for some reason TikTok will restrict live streams that have GIF images showing. They've never really explained why, but if you want to learn how to avoid getting your live stream restricted, then I've already made a video about that, it's in the description. So before you make your image, you obviously need image assets like you can see on screen. So let me show you how to find them. Let's start with a background image, and I'm going to recommend two websites for these. These provide copyright-free images. The first one is Unsplash, and the second one is called Pexels. You can type whatever you want here, but I'm going to type gradient background because as you can see, it gives us a load of different cool looking backgrounds. So I like the look of this nice little blue gradient here, so I'm just going to click download and I'm going to save all my images into the same folder. Next up, we need to download our TikTok GIF images. And the easiest place to do that is on the Tikfinity website. Quick note here, do not use the Tikfinity app because you can't right click. So head to the Tikfinity website and then simply head to the sound alerts page. Now we're not actually setting up a sound alert, but you need to create a new sound alert, and underneath trigger, you'll see an entire list of the GIFs. Then all you need to do is go through each GIF you want, right click it and choose save image as. Next up, let's talk about downloading images from your games. And for this, I recommend heading to the wiki of whatever game you're playing. So TNT is obviously a popular one. So I'm on the Minecraft wiki. I've just searched for TNT. And to download the image, you just right click it and once again choose save image as. The reason I'm recommending the wikis is because usually they have an image of every single thing that's in your game. If you're playing GTA, then this website here, which I'll put in the description, will give you an image of every single object and every single car. For me, I'm just going to right click the forklift truck and once again save image as. And I'll end by stating the obvious. You can also search up images on Google Images. For example, here is me searching for Minecraft grass. Next up, we obviously need an image editor. Just quickly before we get to that, every single week I'm sending you guys free advice to monetize and grow your live streams. So if you want to check that out, again, it's free. It's linked in the description. So the image editor I recommend is called Canva. You just head to canva.com in your web browser. And as you can see on Live Studio, we want to fill the bottom third. So what I'm going to do on Canva, I'm going to click custom size. And this is the size I want, 1080 width, 640 height, and simply create new design. Start at the top by giving it a name. I'll just call mine gift graphic. Now you should have saved all the images you want already. So I'm going to click on upload on the side and click upload files. Now I'm simply going to highlight them all and click open. And as you can see on the left, it's slowly uploading everything. So now on the left, we just click what we want. And obviously we're going to start by adding the background. The background's added, but it's not full screen. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to right click and set the image as the background. So now it's full screen. I'm just going to make a sample image here. We're just going to use 4 GIFs. And we're going to use a Minecraft, GTA, Fortnite, and Sound Alert example. Before I add any more images, I actually want some text. So I'll click on text. You can either click add a text box, choose many of the styles. I'll click add a heading. And type whatever you want. I've gone with interact with me. Now I know it's popular to outline the text, so you can click on effects and you can just choose the outline option. Next up, just click on all of your GIF images and add them where you want. As you can see, while I'm adding mine, if you drag it around, you get these nice little guidelines so you can position them correctly. Now I'm going to slightly mimic what I did here, so let's add in an arrow. And that's just elements on the left, and you click on arrow and find an arrow that you like. Now I've added an arrow, it's obviously blue, so you can use all the tools along the top to add outline and change the color. And as you can now see, I've duplicated my arrow. I just right click, copy, and then right click, paste 4 times. Finally, I'm just going to add in what the GIFs will do. So like I said, for me, I'm just doing an example here. So I'll do a Fortnite one, a GTA one, a Minecraft one, and a sound alert. I'll use a mixture of text and images for this. I'll add in my TNT and my forklift truck, and we'll teleport a little bit and place them where I want. And finally, I'm just going to add in more text for my Fortnite and sound alert one. And of course, once again, if you want to resize it, you've got all of the options at the top. Now, of course, I'm sure if you spend more time, you can get yours looking way better than mine. But anyway, let's download it. And to download it, I'm clicking share in the top right corner, and we just click download. The PNG file type is fine, so again, click download. Time to add it to Live Studio now, or OBS. It's actually the same process for both of them. So you find the add source button on Live Studio, it's here, and then you find the image option, sometimes called a media source on OBS. Anyway, I'll click on add and just find the file. So here's my file. It's usually added incorrectly. Again, as you can see, it's not the correct size. So if I just stretch to screen and then drag it down into position, and then as you can see on my end, you might have to make a few tweaks. I'm going to put mine at the bottom and I'm just going to increase the game area a little bit. Now you might have seen earlier, I've got this super long graphic which I made a while ago. How do you get it to scroll? Well, we're actually going to use OBS for that. And then we'll add it to Live Studio. So make a new blank scene in OBS, click the plus button and once again add an image. If your image is not 1920 by 1080 like mine is, we have to hit Profile, hit New, leave Show Auto Config Wizard checked, give it a name. So I've called mine Scrolling Image Profile. Click OK. I'm going to optimize it just for recording. I'll press Next. I'll set it to 1920 by 1080, but we're going to change this later. I'll set it to 60 FPS. We'll press Next and Apply. Now we have to change these settings here. So I'm going to go into the settings, click onto Video, and I'm going to change mine to 1080x 1920. Most important one is the width. So for me, the width is 1080 and I'm going to match this to 1080 by 1920, leave it on 60 FPS. And now you can see it fits nicely, but it's cut off the bottom. So we need to get it scrolling. Underneath the image source, I'm going to right click, click on filters, and underneath effect filters, we want scroll and press OK. And what we want is vertical speed. So we just change the vertical speed bar to however you want. 120 looks fine to me. Make sure loop is checked and press close. Now here's the trick to get it added to Live Studio, and all I'm going to do is click Start Virtual Camera, then head into Live Studio, click on Add Source, find the camera source, click on Add. Now we're going to find the OBS Virtual Camera. Make sure it's on 1080 by 1920. Click on Add Source. Again, it's never added correctly. Click on it to resize it. Now, obviously, this one actually makes more sense in a landscape scene, but just as an example, I have placed it in the bottom right, and it kind of looks okay in my portrait scene. So that's how to make a GIF graphic. As I mentioned, sometimes you might get warnings, so watch this video to learn how to avoid them.